Okay, what's up there guys, and welcome back to Dig It Detecting. Now, I'm not going to lift the camera up. We are at my local showgrounds, and I've had permission here for about 3-4 years now. I've been doing it, and sometimes I'd even come here 2 or 3 times a week. So I have been at here detecting this site for quite a while now. There's plenty of activity room. If I swung the camera up, you'd see just how big this place is. It's huge. Therefore, plenty of targets, plenty of places to dig, and plenty of basically history here. So it's got a lot of good history, this site. This site was actually occupied by the army during World War II. Not only that, it was used for sporting grounds on weekends, while basically other sporting grounds were not being able to be used. Not only that, you have the annual show every year, and also other local events that are held here. And look, that's all very well and good for modern coinage today. However, this is the sort of stuff I love picking up on. The old pre-decimal silver coins or copper coins. However, this one's a cracker, absolute cracker. And this is our first target of the day. I was actually going to start off the video saying my challenge for today is to find a silver coin. Well, we just done it already. It didn't take us long already. And as you can see, my car is only just there. So we've pretty much come out from the car, jumped the fence into the showgrounds oval here, and bingo bango, this is our first target. Solid 24, quite deep as you see. But look, challenge has already been completed. We've found our silver. So let's try and find a florin. I'm going to set the next challenge now. So florin it is. We're going to try and find something bigger. So anyway, let's keep going. Found some really weird things here too over the years. A lot of horse tack, because obviously they do a lot of horse parading here. But yeah, a lot of weird things here. That's a can. I can tell. Oh, it's in there. Wow. And look, it's no florin, it's no coin, but I'm really happy to be getting this sort of stuff out of here, because this is not council or shire owned land. This is all privately owned. So there you go. When I first rocked up here, I didn't obviously just get the detector out and start detecting. How I got this permission was a bit of a funny one. I actually used to work at a local mechanic workshop, and funnily enough, the president of the committee here for the Agricultural Society, I used to service his car. So got speaking to him one day, not long after I picked up the Equinox, started for the coins and relics chasing hunting, and got speaking to him one day in the workshop after I'd finished with his car, and I said to him, mate, any possibility I could go detecting at the showgrounds? And he said, look, we've got a committee meeting, a board meeting coming up very soon. I'll put it to the rest of the board, and you know, what do you want to do, where do you want to go, and what are you looking for? And I'll let them know, and we'll see what they decide. Him being the president, he had a lot of sway too, I'd imagine. And you know, I've known him for years. He knows me dad, I service his car. Sometimes, as the old saying goes, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But yeah, long story short, it come back with a, yes, go for your life, do what you want. So I've got the caretaker's number here, and I just basically ring him and say to him, oi, I'm coming down, is that okay? And there's never been a no. It's always been, you're most welcome, come on down, mate. Happy days. Okay, so this one here looks like a $2 coin, solid 21. I'll give you a listen. Ooh, it's making a liar out of me now. So it's jumping to 22 there. Basically, $1 or $2 coin, or it's going to be a bottle top. But as I mentioned, they do have, there he is, too busy blabbing. I was about to get my pinpointer out. As I mentioned, they do have recent regular events here. Therefore, I'm always picking up gold coins from this site. It's awesome. Okay, so standing back up, and if you listen to this, we've got another one there. And I dare say it's going to be another $2 coin, and that may have been what was throwing off the $2 coin here, because generally $2 coins will only come in at a solid 21 unless there's other targets surrounding them and confusing the detector also coming in also. So let's see what we got. Should be able to dig him out, because it's only a $1 coin and the ground is that soft here. Beautiful, a 2 and a 1. Lovely. Look at the detector go. Sensitivity's up max 25. And right behind me, we're dealing with that tower, the light tower. Produces a lot of EMI as soon as you go near it. As soon as you start wandering over that way, or that way, it disappears. Look at it go though. It's banging. Check this out though. We had the $2 coin there, the $1 coin there. Someone lost their monies. Someone was running in a hurry and coins just getting thrown out like mad. That's okay. I shall retrieve them for you, for that person. Oh, there he is. He's hiding. 1 or a 2? I think it's a 1. By the size of it, yeah, by the feel of it. So there you go. We're on $4 now. Although we need to turn that gold coin into a big old silver. Right, so we're following the Hansel and Gretel trail of coins. Got another one. You can tell that's a $1 or $2 coin just because how short and sharp it is. Let me give you another listen, I'll show you what I mean. So with a $2 or $1 coin, like with a bottle top, it'll go sort of 21, 22, 23. It'll like to jump around a bit in the numbers. Whereas a $1 and $2 coin, they seem to fixate on those numbers really well. Like so. You can see it's barely jumping around. So there, if we go on that angle, it doesn't even jump at all. I have no doubt that is a $2 coin. And now when I go into pinpoint mode, watch what it does. See how short and sharp the pinpoint tone actually is. Ready? Ready? See? Went too far. Go too far any which direction. Forward, you miss it. Back, you've gone past it. Right there. And when that's ping like that, that means that the target is directly under that coil, directly under the shaft, right there. So let me show you what I mean. See? Pretty easy, isn't it? Pretty easy. A lot of people reckon that the Equinox pinpoints sort of from up here or a little bit back here. It doesn't. It pinpoints directly under that shaft. And you know what? Before we dig this target, I know it's a $2 coin. Before we dig this target though, let me show you another trick with pinpointing that I've discovered. So when you come up on a target, basically find your target and you're sort of thinking, right, I will pinpoint where it is. See how it gives such a big, like where's the short sharpness gone? It's not there. It looks like it's a big target, doesn't it? A $2 coin is not that big. That's showing like Coke can size. So what I do, right, out of pinpoint, back into pinpoint, right? Watch. See how it decreases it? Decreases it every time you go in and out. So that was a huge target there before. That was showing us that it was a target this size before. However, we managed to narrow it down right to that little dot in the middle. So let's grab the pinpointer out. We'll find where he is again. right there. We'll try and be as accurate as we can. Let's try and dig him up. We did stick the shovel in. Let's just finish it with a shovel, actually. It's not going to be very deep. He should come out. Oh, there he is. There he is. Sitting with his nice little impression. And as I said, that $2 coin. So, lovely. What's that? $6 now? We're doing pretty good on the goldies, aren't we? Where's the rest of the silvers? Haven't even got a penny yet. Okay, so we must be getting closer to Hansel and Gretel, because we're still finding those gold coins that they left. We use the pinpoint trick to really narrow it down. You see what I'm doing? I'm going in and out. Right, I know. He's right there. Ching ching. Hello, coin. Where once I find you, where are you? I think I see him. He was out the whole time. He was playing funny buggers with us. That's not even a coin either. Maybe Hansel and Gretel run out of coins. It's like a button or something. Just make sure that was our target. Isn't that weird? Looks rubber. I don't know what's in it. It's metal. Oh, there you go. Little brass ring. Little brass collar ring on the outside. That's what was tricking us. So I'll just show you. See those old sheds up the back there? And you can see the cattle loading ramp there. Basically, every one of those little... Where's my finger? Oh, there. Every one of those little black door openings with the 2 gates, believe it or not, they're converted now, but they're pretty much original old soldier quarters. Now, the soldiers would live in those and basically train on the ground here that I'm standing on right now every day. So there was over 500 soldiers here, up to 600 soldiers I think it was, and basically training for World War II. Now, when they actually left this ground, you can imagine it wasn't in the best state. It was not in the best state. Oh look, we got another $1 coin. Anyway, so the Agricultural Society, they then had to raise more money to then resurface and clear away basically what the army had done and resurface the ground for purposes of, you know, presentations, shows, what have you. Look, quite interesting history of this site. At one point there was even a stampede with the horses. I don't know how many horses were here. There would have been, you know, if there was 500-600 men here. I don't know if there was a horse per man here, but there would have been a lot of horses, probably a couple of hundred. At one point there was a stampede where they actually had to euthanize a few of the horses. They were too badly injured. So quite interesting. And I've done a lot of research on this site over the past, and I've learnt a lot of wonderful history, which is always what I enjoy most about visiting these sites. Okay, so here's a nice deep signal. A bit faint, pretty hard to hear. Oh, that might help. You can still hear it's a bit sketchy. I just believe that it's going to be a coin, but I believe that it's deep, and that's why it's coming off a little bit faint, a little bit quiet. Anyway, could be wrong. Anyway, what I was going to say too, I know what you're all probably thinking after that last piece of information I was saying about with the army here in World War II training. Yes, I have found a few military related items here. Not as many as what you'd think though. You know, for that many soldiers on the ground, you would think there would be quite a bit, but there never was, or there never has been. I've found a couple of Australian shoulder flash badges, and I've got myself a couple of Australian rising suns from here. But apart from that, we got ourselves a little silver. Apart from that, I don't have as much military stuff as what I would have presumed has not come out of here. You would think it would have too, but look, probably a lot of them weren't fully in uniform whilst training. You know, they probably weren't wearing their badges and their lapels and all that sort of stuff, so probably not a lot of it was lost here. So found a few, but as I said, the ground's been reworked and reworked and reworked time and time again, so hence why we're probably not finding a lot of it. So anyway, beautiful 1944 wheat threepence, and that was probably dropped from one of the soldiers when the army was here, so it fits the date perfectly. What a ripper. Okay, so we've got a little pendant this time. I found a few of these in the past too. Same design. They normally say daughter or sister or mother on them. This one looks like it says Sarah. I believe it's missing the A and the H, or just the A, Sarah maybe. Very cool though. Not silver, not the florin that we wanted. So, and we're sort of getting away from the fence line. So as you can see, we've got fair way into the paddock now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to venture back to the car and I'm going to change up tactics. I'm going to work outside the show grounds oval here and try and pick up where any coins where the audience would stand and spectate. So have done it before, but I've done this before, and look what we found already. Okay, before we get out of the oval and go back to the car, because I am going to get rid of the NOKTA MAKRO shovel if I get out there, get outside the oval. I'll probably get away with using the shovel, but I don't generally like to. I like to try and hand dig outside there, because it just looks a little bit neater and less aggressive than using a shovel. Not that the president would probably mind. He'd probably say, well, look mate, if you can dig clean with that, then just go for it. But I don't know, look, it's just all personal preference. I don't do parks or anything with shovels. I'll only ever use a little hand digger, generally a little red Tiger one that you see me getting around with. It's just personal preference once again. I think it just looks a bit too crude to be using those sorts of digging tools in parks and in public places. Might as well take a crowbar and a shovel, or a pick, if you're going to go to that extreme. But anyway, another one for the pocket. Must be getting near $10 now, and I'm sure if we jump outside where the audience was, we could probably pick up on a few more. You know, every one of these good targets I come across, you know, I'm digging out the lower numbers, pull tabs, what have you too, 15s, 16s, 14s, 17s, all that sort of stuff. I generally try and focus my time from my numbers from 18 and upwards. That's generally where I find the most desirable targets will come in. However, I do dig those lower numbers out on some sites, like I am today. As you can see there, we're digging from 10 upwards. Anyway, these are ideally what I love hearing. I've just got my ear sort of preset to that tune, that tone. That's 27.28, so that could be a 1 or a 2 cent coin. Probably going to be a 2 cent coin, knowing my luck. But that also could be a florin. Sounds crisp and clear, doesn't it? What did I say? Sounds like a 2 cent coin, knowing my luck. And that's what it is. 2 cent coin. Bugger. Righto, get excited. We've got a cracker signal there, and we're only about probably, a couple of metres away from where I found the 1835 UK 1 shilling. I'll never forget that day, ever, till the day I die. It's one of those memories that'll stay with me. We were working just in front of those two gates, and it would have been in this lower spot. Look, don't ask me to pinpoint exactly where it was, but it was somewhere around here. I know it was in front of these two gates, and within this sort of channel dip run sort of thing. That's where the horses parade around, and the cows. Anyway, throw a picture up on the screen. You'll see what it looked like coming out. I did give it a bit of a clean up. You'll see what it looked like after it was clean. What a bloody ripper though. It's not my oldest coin that I've ever found, not by far, not by far. However, what a lovely coin. Okay, so we were about to jump the fence, and I got a 19, got excited, so I'm digging it. Let's see what it is. Oh, nothing to get excited about. just a little bottle top. Right, so as you can hear, the lawnmower's going, and he's just been mowing the grass for me. How nice of him. He must have seen me down here, obviously, and thought, I better go help him. What a bloke. Anyway, we've got a nice target here, and we, as I said, changed tactics because we were in the oval there, and we weren't, oh, look at that! We were having a bit of success, but here we are, we're having more success out here. Another ramhead shilling, you little beauty. God, I love these coins. I just love them. You know, beautiful day out here detecting, and you're finding stuff like that. How can you go wrong? How can you go wrong? Sorry, I was distracted by the truck then. How could you go wrong though? Absolute perler of a coin. We just need to turn that into a florin. Okay, so you want to hear a really cool story while we dig this target out? I'm super excited about this. I can't stop thinking about it. Anyway, yesterday what happened was I was driving myself home after detecting a site, and basically happened to drive past a business here locally, and seeing the owner out the front. That is a shocking hole, look at it. I seen the owner out the front anyway, so I decided I need to speak to him. So I went in, basically didn't have to introduce myself because he already knows who I am, and I've known him for years, he's known me for years. Anyway, this man has just bought a property. Now on this property, in the corner of the paddock, used to sit an old pub from the 1800s. It was an old rest stop, traveller's stop. Anyway, long story short, oh, there he is. Long story short, I got talking to old mate there and basically explained to him what I want to do and why I want to get in his paddock there and what used to be there. And he goes, you know what, mate? He goes, that's really funny you said that. He goes, because when I bought the block, when I was demolishing the house, he said, because it was an old house built after the pub. So the pub sat there from 1859 through to about the 1920s, and then from 1920, the land sort of sat vacant, and then about 1930, mid-30s, I think it was, 33, 35, something like that, there was a house built there. Now that house stood there up until a year or two ago, so a fair long time. Anyway, long story short, he demolished that house when he bought the property, and basically he said to me, he goes, it makes a lot of sense what you just said about the pub, mate. He goes, I never ever knew that there was anything there prior to that house sitting there. However, he said when he was demolishing the house, they found a dome top well. So it was a well, and it had like a dome brick top on it. Pretty standard, pretty common. They do it so stop stuff falling in, kids falling in, what have you. And basically that well, he knew when he demolished the house, he knew that well wasn't linked to the house. He knew that the well had to date older than the house, back into the 1800s possibly. And look, by what I sort of said to him yesterday, he goes, you're joking, there was a pub there. He goes, oh, well that all explains it then, you know. He said when we demolished the house, he said we found the old well, we knocked the top off it and we filled it all in full of, you know, just stuff. And basically he said it was like never ending. He said it just kept going down and down and down. And that makes a lot of sense why, as I was saying, the old well would be linked to the pub. So I'm not going to go digging that well out, that's for sure. But I certainly am going to be jumping in that paddock and having a look around. And funnily enough, there was just another pub down the road. So there was a train station between the two. And to be honest, I don't know how the one that I just got permission for yesterday, I don't know how he did such a thriving trade for so long, because, you know, competition just down the road, you wouldn't think there was enough room for two pubs. You know, if the travellers were going to go to one or the other, they weren't going to visit both. But look, and everybody, you know, in the history of the research of that place, everybody stated the same thing. You know, he would struggle to ever make a good go of it. Well, in actual fact, within a few years, he basically turned his profit round a few times over. So he made a lot of money. He did very, very well out of the old pub site down the road there, and hopefully we can have just as much luck. So if he did very, very well, and there was a lot of passerby traffic and trade coming in, who knows, they may have lost a few coins also. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're going to get out there in the next couple of weeks and you do not want to miss that hunt. It's going to be a ripper. Righto, this is a little bit unexpected, wasn't it? I thought I was digging a coin. Looks like I've got an old shaver, and this could even be linked into the army being here, because I couldn't imagine why someone would bring their shaver here to watch a cow parade or horse parade. Imagine that, watching the cows go past and having a shave. Doesn't seem normal, does it? So yeah, I'd say that that's linked in with the Australian army being here during World War II. Very, very cool. Pity it's damaged at the top though. That's alright, I've got another head at home that'll probably fit this and make it complete again. Okay, so funny story, I'm actually being watched by someone, and I know I'm being watched by you guys. That's alright, but I've actually got a drone flying back and forth over my head, obviously wanting to see what I'm up to. Little did they know, if they just hit the subscribe button, they can follow my finds that way. Oh, no we didn't. Ah, what a ripper. There you go, that's what they were trying to look at. They were trying to watch me dig silver. Silver, like a pirate. Beauty. Ah, that's awesome. That is awesome. And you know, once again, I've done over this area before, so the fact that he was hiding there, and he was quite a clear signal too. Pretty hard to miss this guy. But look at that. Beautiful condition. What a beautiful coin. Let's flip him over. See George on the back. Hello there, George. Not bad at all. You're a little bit dirty, you need a bath. Righto, back to the coat of arms design and early Australian design, which is probably one of my favourites to find. So, lovely. So, they've just put this shed up. This shed's pretty much new. However, right here in front of us is pretty much where the old gatehouse was when the army was here. So, that's sort of why I'm concentrating my time around here. Listen to that. Nice high, 25, 30, 31. It's jumping around a little bit. However, he's not too deep. Somewhere about there. Oh, left hand is not an option anymore. It's my wrist is sore. And the ground's starting to get hard over here. It was like a sloppy mess in the oval there, but now it's got quite hard. Righto. He's going to be deeper. We'll give him a dig. We'll come back. Righto, we're getting down to him. We've pretty much got him right there. So let's give him a dig. Let's see what we got. I'm still chasing that florin too. Still chasing that florin. All we had is 1 and 2 cent coins and just a lot of crap today. Oh, apart from I can see big silver. Oh my god, what did I just say? That's got to be a florin. That is a florin. Oh, you beauty. 1946. Hello there, precious. I've been looking for you all day. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. You know, I sometimes jinx myself too. I say to my partner of a night time, you know, I'm going to go such and such site tomorrow. Hopefully I find a nice florin or a cricket buckle or whatever. Like, I might just generally point something out, and then lo and behold, it seems to turn up either the next day or within a couple of days. Like this guy, I said I wanted a florin, and we got one. You Perler. 1946 is the most common date that you ever find. However, still a florin. You beauty. We've done really well on the silvers today. We just need a sixpence, and that'd make a full house. And guess what? We haven't even got a penny yet. How crazy is that? Okay, so that's where we got the florin, and we are making our way back to the car. I'm pretty much done for the day, especially now I got the florin. But look at this guy. That could be another florin. Just imagine if it was. That would make my day. I'm not greedy though. I could go home right now, which I will be. It's well past lunch. It's nearly 3 o'clock, so, and I haven't even had lunch yet. I've just been hanging out for that florin, and I didn't pack the lunch today because I'm not far from home. What's it gonna be? This is our last target, guys. Well, come on now, in saying that, last target, but I've still got to walk all the way to the car. That's a fair way. You know what I'm like. What do we got? Okay, so it's more on the back wall. I was saying before, it's nice to be able to use these little diggers because they just keep it clean. Keep it simple, keep it clean. Okay, so there's a bottle top. Isn't it funny though, we've only dug about 10 odd bottle tops today, and that's sort of similar to what the florins sound like. So geez, I'd dig 10 bottle tops any day to get a florin. Righto, so we've jumped the track, the florin come from up there, we've jumped back over to here. We've got one more good target before we manage to hit the car there. And look, I have dug a few other targets, they've only just been rubbish though, so there's no point showing you. Regardless of what this is though, rubbish or trash or treasure, we are going to switch that detector off when we're finished. Well, let's do it now. We don't need it anymore, we know where the target is. Give it a dig and we'll come back and show you what we got. Okay, so we dug a little bit further than what we had to for that one. He seems to be halfway down the hole, so in the back of the wall there. I'm presuming just a bit of rubbish, to be honest. Don't have my hopes up for this one. What is it? Where is it? There. Okay, I know what it is straight away. Dug a few of these here. Now, I said that this place was used for parading cows, sheep, horses, everything. And this would be off an old dog collar. So, or horse collar, horse lead. That'd be the clippy part. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that is it for us today. I'm going to put this plug back. I'm going to grab the gear and make our way to the car. You know what's funny? The detector's off, but as soon as I started picking it up and walking over to the car, I naturally started doing this, swinging. Always the way. It becomes habit. Okay, so here we are back home, and we've got all our finds laid out, ready to go through and give you a look. Now, just quietly, I'm smiling inside because we were not out for very long, probably 2.5, 3 hours max. We got all this in 3 hours, so let's just say 3 hours. But, you know, to get all this in that shorter time, as I said, I'm smiling inside, quite happy. Anyway, we had the old Coke can, we had another Coke can, or Great Northern beer can, and we picked him up off the surface because this is a site that we hunt regularly. Why bother letting him sink and then having to dig for him? Why not just pick him up now? A few bottle tops, the old door handle, a few other miscellaneous items, the tech screws there. Nice to find them. I don't know how we found 5, you know, generally don't find 5, maybe 1 if that, but it's nice to be pulling them out. So, and they were coming along a fence line, so I dare say the fence was replaced, and all the rivets, all the screws, tech screws got replaced too. A few other miscellaneous bits and pieces. As I said, we were, excuse me, digging at those lower numbers today, hence the pull tabs. So we got this guy here. He looks like an old fishing sinker. However, it looks too big for that. That's huge. That'd knock someone out. It'd knock the fish out. Anyway, what I think it is I think it's an old plumb bob. Finding it around the old building there. I believe they probably used that, would have had a little hoop up the top, and they probably hung it off a string line, and it probably assisted in helping build, giving you that nice straight line. So I believe that's a plumb bob. Anyway, we had the old shaver, and once again, as I said before, I do believe this is from when the soldiers were drafted and spent time at the showgrounds there, as when it was a training base. So why else would you take a shaver to go watch the fireworks or a parade? Bit weird. Anyway, we had the gold coins. Now we've got 5 gold coins, not too bad, $5. And over this side we had another $6, so 3 $2 coins. So 6 and 5 is 11. So we made 11 bucks for the day. Not too bad. That'll all go into petrol money because it does. Petrol money is my biggest expense getting to all these sites, as you can imagine. It takes its toll on the back pocket. Anyway, we've got the 2 cents and the 1 cent coins, nothing too special there. And we've also got this little pendant here. He's seen better days, but Sarah or Sarah, I'm not quite sure. So found a few of those, and as I said, they generally say mother, daughter, sister, something like that, little pendant there that you give to your family member. So anyway, moving through to the silver coins, and my favorite. And you'll notice too, we didn't have any pennies here either, which is quite strange because generally you don't go out you know, and find all these silvers, coins, and the 1 and 2s there without coming across a penny. So anyway, pretty cool. 1958 ramhead shilling, a beautiful 52 ramhead shilling. We had the little 44 wheat threepence. It's got the S there, you can see, and that means it was minted in San Francisco over in the US, and that was pretty common. From 42 through to 44 or 45, I think it was, America was helping subsidize and mint some of our silver coins. So there you go, bit of information for you. Had the 1928 Australian coat of arms threepence. I didn't know what to call it then. And last but not least, the cracker for the day. Check out this big boy, 1946 Australian florin. Isn't that beautiful? I'll turn him around for you. He needs a good clean up. I haven't gave any of my silvers a clean up, as you can see. They've all got that sort of tarnished look about them coming out of the ground, such as this guy. So, but I have no doubt 46, he'll clean up very, very nice. Now he's only 50% silver. He's not 92.5% silver. However, he will still clean up really nice. You can see the detail on the coat of arms there, and the roo and the emu. Absolutely beautiful. Whoa, nearly dropped him. I do that a lot. Anyway, that's about it. He made my day. He really did. And so did the ramhead shillings. I could have left after finding them, but what a ripper that florin is. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, because as I mentioned, we have that pub site coming up very soon. I'm going to try and get out there in a couple of weeks. There's no real time. I could get out there this weekend. All depends on the weather, and all depends on what I'm doing that day. So anyway, we will get there, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, because you do not want to miss that hunt. That is going to be a bloody ripper. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Anyway guys, yeah, see you next time. Hope you enjoyed, and happy hunting.